Hey, yo, what's up, beautiful people? Welcome to another episode of Ta1k Podcast. On this podcast, we spell talk with the one instead of an L because on this podcast, we always keep it 100. All right, let's talk about it. Hey, Philly fans. Y'all good? I know y'all are sick, man. I just know for a fact everybody and their mama knew that Philly was going to go in to New York and just beat the stomp out of them because they lost to the Saints last week. You're thinking, oh, okay, they ain't really that come in. Jackson Dart and Cam Scatterboo put the rookie hurting on y'all up. Cam Scatterboo looked like he was the all-pro and Saquon Barkley looked like he was the rookie. What happened? And look, I don't want to hear it. I do not want to hear it. Well, any given Sunday, it's the NFL, everybody. Because guess what? I say that shit too. But guess what? This time, no. Y'all been talking shit for too motherfucking long. Jalen Hurts haven't threw a pick. Yeah, you look like you was human again. That shit look like the Philadelphia Eagles look like they was at the first day of training camp again. Okay. I know a couple of Chiefs fans that were happy just to gloat about it. All the Cowboys fans, boy, they loved it. Of course, the Giants fans. My dad was a Commanders fan / it's for the old heads. It's the Redskins. But for anybody who's a Washington fan, mixed emotions about it. You really didn't care, but it was just fun to see Philly losing the way they did. Dude, I'm a Titans fan. I'm gonna tell you straight up. I really could care less. Well, I ain't gonna say I can care less. I just didn't. I didn't expect that. Whatever that was that happened, I didn't expect that. But it is what it is. Take that L to the chin like everybody else has to do, and come back to the drawing board. But that's 2 in a row. With all the shit that's going on from A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, everybody feels frustrated. And everybody's doing all this, man. This could be a bad rep for the future and going forward. It's looking to me like the Eagles, season by season, especially for the past 3-4 years, their season each time they go to a season is so wildly inconsistent. Couple of years ago when they went to the Super Bowl versus the Chiefs the first time, right? Went to the Super Bowl, they looked dominant, but they came up short. The next season, they looked just like, who is this team? And fell apart and lost in the first round, in the wild card round. Okay, then come back the next year, look phenomenal again, best team in the league, come into the Super Bowl, win that Super Bowl. And now we're at this year, and you look like you did 2 years ago. Like you just look discombobulated. You look like you don't know what's going on. Your offense it was explosive, but now it's not anymore. Your defense is taking a lot. I ain't gonna lie, a lot of people left from defense from that championship team last year. So that's why it looks like it's taking a big ass hit right now. But dude, it's not looking good right now. But guess what? They're still 4-2. 4-2 is still a great record. One of the top teams in the league, if you ask. There's not a lot of teams that's 4-2. So, man, they got to take that to the chin. It's gonna be a long. Trust me, you played on Thursday. It's gonna be a long ass weekend until you get to next Sunday or whenever the next time they play. So, yeah, just want to get that out the way. The Philly fans, I know y'all are sick. Guess what, man? From the bottom of my heart, okay, I know y'all are sick, and I know this is frustrating, but. Hey yo. Oh man. Yeah, I deserve the right to laugh. I can laugh. Like, oh, you're a Titans fan, you don't know. Exactly. We suck. Okay, ain't nothing else you can tell me. Okay, look, if you keep playing the way y'all playing, we gonna be on the same couch when Super Bowl time comes. So it don't matter to me. It don't matter. But we got a Super Bowl. Good for you. That was last year. What about this year? Not again. Not a repeat. All right. Let me stop playing with y'all. Let me stop. Okay. If you don't know, now you know. I really haven't announced it to the world yet. Okay. So this is gonna be my first time. This is gonna be the first time that anybody has ever heard this. Okay. Me, Zay for life. Okay, I used to be big into gaming. 2K has always been my game. Then I started, I did Call of Duty back in the days. Black Ops was my shit back in the days. So Call of Duty, 2K, Madden, of course. All of these games I've always played forever. And I've always been into gaming, gaming tournaments, hosting stuff. When streaming became big as it did, I started to dabble into streaming a little bit, not too much. I learned how to make videos from my video games, and then I transferred learning how to make videos over to streaming. And so I streamed here and there, but I wasn't. By the time I got introduced to streaming on YouTube or Twitch, I kind of was falling not out of love, but I was kind of falling, out of the wave of actually playing video games. And so all the excuses in the world. Yes, I had kids. I started to get older. Jobs started to get more important. Got to go get those important jobs, get this money for the kids and my wife and myself. It's a bunch of excuses I can say why I really don't stream, and I stopped streaming. I stopped playing video games as a whole for a while. But it's no excuse because there's other people out there. Multiple kids, still game. Multiple jobs, still game. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people. It's one cat. Man, I wish I had my phone. It's one cat out there. It's going to suck that I don't know his name off the top of my head. But it's him and his brother Dave. I can tell you that. He'll know exactly what I'm saying. He's giving me more encouragement too. There's a lot of, ever since doing my podcast for a while, it's a lot of people that do podcasts and other stuff that I watch and get inspiration from. But he's definitely one of the ones that's kind of up and coming, that's doing streaming on Twitch, and he gives me all the motivation because he's funny as hell. He always talks shit about who he's playing with or playing against, and he's giving knowledge. It's another cat actually I just now got on to. He's great at explaining 2K how it is, especially for this year. A lot of people complain, and he does. Those two guys give me inspiration. I hate right now that I have short-term memory loss sometimes, and I forget people names even as I just saw their videos, right? But shout out to those two guys. I'm gonna tag them in whenever I clip this and post it as a reel or a short. Tag their names because they give me inspiration to not only be encouraged about streaming, but to get back into gaming, and which I'm going to do. I've been back into playing 2K kind of heavily, especially this past year and a half. Towards the end of 25, I started to get into it heavily. Then 26, I kind of been on it heavy. I'm actually going to get Madden here soon. Play some I'm gonna get into Call of Duty, maybe some Battlefield, Fortnite. I'm gonna get into all the gaming, and I'm saying all of that just to say this: yo, boy Zay for Life is creating a Twitch channel with Ta1k podcast, and I'm gonna be streaming every week. Okay, now I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm gonna ease my way into it, so it's not gonna be every day like I probably should, but it's gonna for sure every weekend. And since I work overnights, if I can't stream for like an hour or two during the day, I get it in. But the weekends for sure, I'm gonna be streaming. Okay, I'm gonna have me a set schedule. Maybe Fridays do 2K, Saturdays do college football, Sundays do NFL, do all this other stuff, all these other ideas I have. But breaking news, you heard it here first. Zay for Life is going to have a Twitch page for a Ta1k podcast, and I'm going to be streaming, expanding my brand, expanding my audience, coming in, and hopefully get those guys to follow me on my not only my gaming thing, but also my podcast thing. And hopefully I make people happy, make people mad, make people sad. I don't care what it happens. You know what I'm saying? I just want to spread the love. So I appreciate everybody, all the people that I mentioned that gave me motivation to do it again, including my brother Huncho. He's definitely giving me more motivation to do it again. Streaming is something I definitely want to do, right? I definitely love to stream, and I definitely love video games, and I used to have a passion for it. I used to make videos all day. My old 2K videos, it's hours of 2K videos I have of me, highlights or whatever it was. Go check them out, man. I used to be a menace, low-key, just a menace, okay? But now, Me streaming means it's going to be a lot of cussing, a lot of bullshit that's going to be happening. One of the bullshit that's going to be happening is me playing 2K. 2K26 is flat out crazy. Okay, just like how these AI videos are getting out of hand, 2K26 is getting out of hand. And when I say out of hand, I mean out of hand. I'm mad at myself because on 2K25, I played my whole year with my 7-1 center. And I talked to my brother before 26 came out. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make my center 6'11". It's gonna be a little bit shorter, but he's gonna be faster. I have my wingspan. He could probably get more dribble moves. I'm gonna be able to shoot better. All of this. I went in thinking head over heels about this, and I was happy, right? Getting to 26, these 7'4" tall motherfuckers is shooting the lights out, can dribble like a motherfucker and dunk. I'm like, yo, why did I not go with my gut to make a 7'1" to 7'4" center? I wanted to make a tall center again, but I said, you know what? I'm going to change it up. And then that's what made me end up changing positions, going back to small forward. When I played, I felt like 2K17 was my best 2K. I was the best. Like I felt like that was my peak year. You know, when like an athlete, you can name a specific year that there was that, like that he was just different, or she was just different that year. 2K17, I was different. That was the year that I made my small forward. That was one of the first times people seen a tall ass 6'10" small forward as a playmaker. Like I wasn't a dunker, I wasn't a shooter, I was a playmaker. But I was able to shoot and I was able to dunk, play defense, and I was doing everything. And so that was my peak. And so I kind of went back, trying to go back to that route to see how it is, and it's lovely. I got my center and I got my small forward. I'm going to make another player. I don't know what I want to do with that, but we'll see what happens. But, dude, the 7 for Victor Wembanyama and Stephen Curry, I want to trip y'all down some stairs so bad. Super bad. First of all, y'all light-skinned like a motherfucker. Second of all, man, y'all just changing the game as you go. The 7'4s, you get that from Victor Wembanyama. This tall 7'3", 7'4 motherfucker who can dribble like a guard, who uses his height the correct way. Thank you, Vic, for using your height the correct way. Can shoot, can drive, not power post moves, but know how to maneuver his way in the post. Defense, one of the best defenders in the league. 7'4", you should be able to be like that. I think he's going to take another step this year in real basketball and be good. But he changed the game. This is why all these people are making 7'4" centers. And then, of course, Steph Curry's been changing the game since 2K16. Okay, so it's really 2K15. So ain't nothing we can say about that. But these two guys have changed the game, especially for Steph Curry. This is what trips me out. Everybody wants to be Steph Curry, and you're not. Everybody tries to mimic Steph Curry, and you can't. Steph Curry puts the work in every day. As a matter of fact, it is Friday, October 10th. Oh, shout out to my niece, Jayla. She just turned 13. Hey, October 10th, baby. It is Friday, October 10th, 2025 at 4:50 p.m. And you know what? I bet you right now Steph Curry is in the gym shooting 100 threes. And he probably just missed one and has to start all over. That's the kind of work that he puts in. Nobody else is putting in that work. Now, for the video game's sake, I understand it's just a video game. You can buy your VC, buy your way to be good. But what's the point in that? Buying VC for jump shots or attributes, it don't help you if you don't practice those. So you get mad at, man, I got a 90 this, a 99 this. I should be doing this. You should, but you're not practicing it. You don't know how the timing is. You don't know the angles you got to go. It's really levels to it when you practice at anything, but for sure 2K. And Steph Curry, like I said before in one of my episodes, he's changed the game dramatically. And so everybody feels like they can be Steph Curry and shoot threes all day. And it's getting to the point to where I hate playing with randoms. I've always played with randoms. Let me tell y'all this one. This is one thing. When it was Pro-Am Walk-On in 2K17 and the Rec and all that, when they came and did all that, and, you know, a lot of people had their teams. Oh, I can't play with randoms. I can't play with randoms. I've always played with randoms. I had no problem playing with randoms. Okay, I literally have had good win streaks playing with randoms. I've lost great big games because of randoms, but I've also won a lot of games with randoms. So I have no problem playing with randoms. But the randoms now are just so bad because basketball has changed. Nobody goes for anything anymore. Nobody. I'm on a fast break and I got 4 people all going to the 3-point line. The middle's wide open. Does not, and I take the ball and I drive to the middle and I dunk it. Because it just makes no sense. No 7'4" guy should be running to the 3-point line. Dude, you're big. And the person to stop you is a point guard down there. Get your big ass down there and dunk on his little ass. And that's the problem too. 2K, please fix the layup and the dunk metrics. If somebody is wide open for a layup or a dunk, I don't care. You can tell the missed timing or whatever, the timing layup. If you are down there in the paint and you are if you're a 6'6", I say 6'8". If you're a 6'8" and above, and you're in the paint or you're driving in the paint for an open layup or an open dunk, there's no reason to miss it. It's no reason to miss. Not a reason. And they be missing. And then you get it to somebody at the 3-point line with somebody dead smack in his face. I'm chewing somebody's gum on there and the motherfucker still hit the green light in my face. I'm livid. Okay. And then on top of that, I got some friends of mine that say this quote too, but I got all the randoms that say, oh, well, 3 is more than 2. 3 is more than 2. Well, duh, motherfucker, I passed math. Maybe not with flying colors, but I passed math. I know 3 is more than 2. But I guarantee you, how about this? Let's stand in front of each other. Let's stand this close. And let me see if I punch you right now, will I knock you out faster doing this close, or will I knock you out? Would I even touch you if I'm 5 feet away from you? So yes, I get it. 3 is more than 2, but you're not gonna make every 3. I don't care what Zen you got. I don't care. Like, you can't make every 3. Everybody on your team can't make every 3. So the 3s you miss are crucial. And then nobody wants to play defense. So when you miss 3s, guess what everybody else is doing? Just standing there because nobody wants to get the rebound. And then everybody is shitty on defense. So the fast break happens and everybody's watching the other team score 3. I've had it, okay? Now, am I still crazy? Yes, because I'm still going to buy the game. I'm still going to play the game. And I'm still going to love the game, even though I be wanting to chunk my controller through my damn TV screen. I'm talking about through that motherfucker. Right? But it is what it is. But, yeah, Steph has changed the game. Victor Wembanyama has changed the game for the good. I'll tell y'all that. In real basketball, they are 2 of a kind. But, yeah, man, they changed the game for sure. And that's what, if you, and for the 2K League, I remember when I tried to be in the 2K League, and I was kind of hurt that I didn't get in for the first couple of years because I thought I was good enough and I tried my best. But now looking back at it and like looking how the 2K League is not kind of relevant anymore, you want to know your problem is? The problem with the 2K League is you try to make everybody kind of be the same. If you play point guard, you can only pick a certain weight, a certain height, and you got about like 5 types you can pick from. That's not how the NBA works. In the NBA, as a point guard, you can't. Every point guard in the NBA is not 6'3". You got a 6-foot guy, you got a 6'7" guy, you got a 6'9" guy, you got a 6'6", 6'2". They range. Shooting guards, small forwards, centers. Ben Wallace, who was Hall of Famer, Defensive Player of the Year multiple times, NBA champion, 6'9" center, 6'9" center. And was dominating. So I don't have. This is the 2K League problem. Y'all try to put everybody. You try to basically make everybody equal to be fair. No, everybody is their own person. Let me bring my game and my height, my weight, my position, my player to that platform, and then I'll show you. That's why it's different. This is why the NBA, NFL, anything is so much great because everybody is different. It's not every team in the league don't have a Shea as point guard. Okay, Shea is not Steph. Steph is not Shea. Okay, even though Chris Paul is old, Chris Paul is not Shea, and Shea is not Chris Paul. Steph Curry is not Chris Paul. Okay, Steph Curry is not De'Aaron Fox. De'Aaron Fox is not Steph. The list goes on. And so let these players come in as who they are. If you want the 2K League to be relevant and if you want it to make money and you want it to actually be back relevant like it was the first 2 seasons it was out, let these players come out and be who they are. And let them, because I guarantee you, if you was to do that back then, you would have got, a lot of more people would have got exposed. Because like the number 1 overall pick for the first season was Dimes. And I used to love watching Dimes play. But the fact is, you kind of water him down by making him only pick certain attributes. And like, yes, he adjusted to the game very well, but it's just stuff he wish he would have probably put certain attributes here, certain attributes. I want to be, instead of this height, I wish I was this height. You gotta be able to do this if you want to make it. In the 2K League, if you want to make it, you gotta do that. Let players come in and be who they are. Don't try to force them to be what you want to see, what you think people want to see. No, that was bad. That was horrible. That's why it didn't work. It didn't work. Okay, so 2K. Yeah, 2K is crazy. I'm going to be doing a Twitch and everything for Ta1k on the podcast. Can't wait for it. Video games, man. Video games have always been a part of my niche. I love video games ever since the beginning of time, man. My first system was actually a PlayStation 2. The first system I played was a PlayStation, but my first system that I owned, I had myself, was a PlayStation 2. And so my mom bought it for me. Remember to this day how happy I was and how many games I was always playing and what I was doing. Dude, man, the old Madden games and the old NFL Streets, NBA Street. NBA Street Volume 2 is still one of my favorite games of all time. I got to find my PlayStation 2 somewhere. It's somewhere in this house. And I still got the game. Dude, I swear, it's like once every blue moon. So like at least once every other year or once every other 2 years, I pull it out, my PlayStation 2. I pull it out and I go play NBA Street Volume 2 just because I miss it, man. And it was one of the best games ever, man. It was just so genuine. In order to be good, you have to practice. You couldn't buy BC to be good. You know what I'm saying? You have to go practice at the game to be good. Motherfuckers was killing you. Wilt Chamberlain, I hated Wilt Chamberlain so bad. Hated him in real life because that motherfucker was blocking everything on NBA Street. Couldn't stand him. What was the dude? Whitewater? Dude, I ain't never. You talk about Steph Curry. Whitewater was the first Steph Curry I ever seen. That motherfucker was at the full end of the court, pulling that bit and yakking. What the fuck? Stretch. Stretch is the best dunk I've ever seen on a video game in my life. Right? What was his name? Biggie Little motherfucker. I thought, man, Biggie Littles, Biggie Little, what's his Biggie Littles? Had me as a kid thinking, oh, if I can get, I can play professional basketball. I'm thinking like, a little kid out there eating. And I was like, I can do this. Let me do that. So I'm over here trying to practice these moves in him, but he was shifty. What was the chick named Dimes? Dime was cool. That game was just so aura. When you talk about aura, NBA Street Volume 2, NFL Street Volume 2, both of them auras, right? But hey, that was back then. PlayStation 2s, PlayStations, where you had to actually go buy the disc games, and that's the thing that I hate about new age games now. It's crazy, bro. To play 2K, anything other than a quick game, you have to have internet, and I have to go online to go to my team, to go play on my career, to go do. I can't just do that offline or nothing. I can't, just still play the game without having internet or having to have an account. Can't do it anymore. But back then, man, what? Put the game in the disc. You playing for hours. Please. If you was playing back then, you please have a memory card. I've learned the hard way a lot of times that not having a memory card will fuck you up. My first time kind of having my PlayStation, I had Dragon Ball Z Budokai. And my first time playing it, I was going ham. My uncle helped me play the game too, so I got all the way until I was playing, and then I got late, so I had to go to bed. But I got all the way into the Frieza series, and I was like, all right, cool, I'm gonna play tomorrow. Right? Cut it off. Didn't think nothing happened. I get back on there, I can't find where I left off nowhere. I had to start all the way over. That's when I found out you need a memory card that it can say where you last left off, and then you can. I was so sick. So of course, finding that out, guess what? A lot of people's about to know what I'm about to say is you keep the system on so you won't lose your progress, and then you go get your memory card, right? Dude, my system, it was the one time my system was on for 3 days straight because I did not want to lose my memory. Dude, I know that system was tied. T-I-D-E, tied, baby. All right. But yeah, back in the good old days, man, we had the OG video games, the disc. You have to go to go to GameStop, Blockbuster. Anybody remember Blockbuster? Shit, Blockbuster. I used to go in there and go crazy if we gonna get a movie and get a video game. Sometimes one of each, depends. You know what? Blockbuster was really the OG Netflix as we have it today. Okay, if Blockbuster would have pulled the head out of their ass and stopped being stubborn, and they would have went to streaming, Blockbuster would still be talked about, and Netflix would probably be not even existing. But because Netflix they started, now people forget, Netflix started out kind of like how Blockbuster was. You go and you order, you go get your DVDs from Netflix, and they send it to you in the mail. You know what I'm saying? So they started out just like them, but they changed the game by putting their streaming service, or doing a streaming service. You can stream on Netflix now. All right, stream famous movies and shows, and then they got more famous. Now they making their own TV shows and movies, and now they got Netflix specials, Netflix movies, Netflix the games on it. Like, dude, Blockbuster should have got their head out of their ass. When I was a kid, Blockbuster was the shit. Going to Blockbuster with your grandma, going to Blockbuster with your mom, and then we pick out a movie. After picking out a movie, and if you can, pick out a game, but mostly picking out a movie, you go get pizza. So get the pizza, mostly Domino's or Pizza Hut. It didn't matter, but Domino's used to hit for us. And so get the movie, go get the pizza. We go home. It was lovely. Back in the days, that was lovely. Pop the DVD in. Well, okay, so when they was, you already know, like they was transferring from VHS to DVD, so you can get the DVD or the VHS, right? It didn't matter. We got it, go home, eat our pizza, play our movie, we be lit. It was a lit time. What a time to be alive back then. Okay, so Blockbuster was the OG Netflix. But now everything is streaming service, and you don't need a disc for nothing. I haven't bought a disc game in about 3 to 4 years. It's been a long time. I do everything online, streaming from movies to video games. I stream it all. I haven't went to a movie theater in about 5 years as well. I can't. First of all, especially with all the movie theaters out here, they're putting in those, reclining chairs. I'm not about to pay $20 plus an extra $10 or $15 for popcorn, candy, drinks, whatever my wife or my daughter wants. And I'm going to pay all this money, damn near $50 to watch a movie. Well, the movie watching me, because I'm in this recliner seat. 9 times out of 10, I smoked before I went. So I'm sleep. I'm lit. Sleep. I'm paying $50 to take a nap. I got tired of doing that. So I do everything at home. My wife be trying to, hey, let's go watch this movie. I'm like, I'm not going to no movie theater to watch a movie. That's why I can't wait to hopefully get my big break and I meet some of these celebrities that they invite me to the opening of the show. And that's the only time I'm going to the movies. Such and such invited me. Hey, Mr. Denzel, how you doing? But yeah, man, times have changed a lot. A lot. Hey. So, all right, moving on. For all my Chris Brown fans out there, how was the concert? Did y'all love the concert? I know a couple of people who went to the concert. I know some others that, yeah, I feel y'all. But the Chris Brown concerts are kind of wrapping up. I think he's done with them. If he's not done, he got a couple more cities. I feel bad because for my people from Tennessee, my brother texted me. He was like, "Man, this nigga Chris Brown and canceled his show in Memphis." And I was like, it felt like deja vu because if I can remember correctly, years ago, I was still back in Tennessee in high school. It was either Usher or Lloyd. I can't remember which one, but they were supposed to come to Tennessee, and I think it was either Memphis or Jackson. But they canceled at the last minute too. People was pissed off. So I was like, man, it just keep happening to y'all in Tennessee. I'm sorry, bro, but Tennessee ghetto as hell. That Memphis, Jackson area, that West Tennessee is ghetto as a motherfucker. So I get it, but it's still childish as fuck for them to do that. But yeah, man, all my Chris Brown fans, let me know in the comment section. How was the concert? Did you like the concert? From everything I seen, the concert was good. This motherfucker, first of all, can dance and sing his ass off for hours. But nigga, I am fuck. Hell no, that's too much, man. No wonder you you gotta stay in shape for that shit. No wonder you always playing basketball, cause nigga, you gotta be in shape to do all of that bullshit. Hell no. Okay, so Chris Brown, I know he's been around. You know, it's been cool. I remember, cause so my last name is Brown, and I remember when I was in school, like Chris Brown has been famous for this long. I was in middle school when he was take you down. No, I was in middle school, right? And so what's crazy is, so I'm my mom's side, I'm her only child, but my dad's side, I'm the youngest out of 8 children. And so, when I say youngest, I'm the baby. I'm the baby. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like my older brother is like 20 something years older than me. So what's crazy is I used to try to flex because his name was Chris Brown. I'm like, yeah, Chris Brown, my nephew. They're like, no, he's not. He's older than you. I said, yeah, I got other nieces and nephews older than me. And he's one of them. I used to, like out of 10 people, 3 people believed it. I take it. I used to flex like that. I used to flex that shit all the time. And it didn't work. It was just fun to say and funny to say. But yeah, man, all of my Chris Brown fans, let me know, how was that concert? Did you love it? Let me know how it went. I want to do something. I want to play a little game. I'm going to name 3 artists. You know what? This is going to be my first one since I'm talking about Chris Brown. I'm going to make this one. It's going to be my first time doing this, but I'm definitely going to do this again in other episodes, future episodes. Okay. 3 artists I'm going to name: Chris Brown, Michael Jackson, Luther Vandross. Okay. Out of all 3 of those guys, they're all 3 doing a concert together, same time, and you're going to it. Who goes last? Well, let's see. What's the lineup of that, and who goes last? Okay, Chris Brown, Michael Jackson, and Luther Vandross. What's the lineup of which one goes first, second, and third? Who goes last? What you think in the comment section? Me personally, okay, Luther Vandross is coming out first. He's gonna set the tone. He's gonna be singing good. He got a couple of club bangers too. He coming out. He lit. Luther Vandross goes first for me. Chris Brown goes second because he's gonna set the whole tone of that. He gonna try. What's gonna be crazy about Chris Brown is he gonna try to outperform Mike because you know Mike gonna be behind him and going last, and that's when the king himself comes out third and last and shuts the whole thing down. So that's my thing. I got Luther Vandross, Chris Brown, and Michael Jackson in that order. If all 3 of them was doing a concert, who will go first, second, and last? And that's my order. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think. Who would Chris Brown go first? Would Michael Jackson go first just to get out the way? What do you guys think? Now I feel like everybody has the same agreements. Michael Jackson is going to probably be going last. So it is really up to Luther and Chris Brown. But let me know in the comment section what you guys think. And yeah, I definitely will be doing future ones like that with other artists in the future. Okay. Just like in the beginning of the show, I am a Titans fan who was just clowning them damn Eagles. Here we go again. No. Let me stop, bro. So, you know what's so crazy? Eagles fans and Titans, anybody who's a fan, guess who we all troll? Hey, you guessed it, Cowboys fans. Cowboy fans will forever be somebody easy to troll and always just, first, like I said, easy to troll and just easy to just pick on. Because it's just the Cowboys fans. It's our year. It's your year every year. Cowboys fans, Tennessee Volunteer fans are the same thing. I hate both of them. It's y'all year to do everything. Y'all gonna, for Tennessee, you're gonna beat Alabama this year, or for the Cowboys, you're gonna go to the Super Bowl or go to the NCAA championship. Y'all say this shit every year, and I mean every year, and nothing happens for y'all. Y'all be trash as hell, right? So it's easy to pick on the Cowboys fans, but I'm gonna tell you something. It's only one organization that I've been seeing put too much disrespect on the Cowboys that I'm going to tell y'all. Let me be the one. Before I say this, I don't like the Cowboys. I wish the Cowboys would lose every game. They suck. But I'm going to stick up for the Cowboys for this one thing right here. It's one organization out there that I cannot stand talking shit about the Cowboys. One organization. The San Francisco 49ers. To all my 49ers fans, in which I know some of y'all, shout out to my guy Tito. Okay. Shout out to my guy Andrew. Shout out to my guy Wyatt. It's a lot of more 49ers fans that I know. Shout out to y'all. And y'all know I love and respect y'all. We talk shit all day. We talk sports all day. It is what it is. But I'm going to defend these Cowboys fans from y'all for a second. 49ers fans, it's time to look in the mirror. Oh, but we got to the Super Bowl and lost. You got to the Super Bowl a couple of times. Especially a couple of times in the 2000s. A few times in the 2000s and lost. 49ers fans have not won a Super Bowl since the 90s. Just like the Cowboys. You haven't won since the 90s. But, oh, wait. They get to the NFC Championship game. Okay. You still lose. Or you get to the Super Bowl. Cool. You still lose. So what's the purpose of bragging? Well, we got there. You lost. The last time that you won a Super Bowl was in the 90s. Just like who? The Cowboys. The 49ers and the Cowboys, y'all should be both picked on together. Y'all are the same. Y'all are equivalent. You haven't won since the 90s. Now, here you go, shooting the messenger right now, right? You gonna shoot the messenger? Well, you a Titans fan. You ain't never experienced. You're right. I ain't never experienced. I never been in a championship. Probably never will, especially in the near future. I would hope so, but probably won't. So I never experienced it. But I tell you one thing. The Tennessee Titans became a team in 1998. Really taking 1998, but it was 1999. And guess what? The Titans have been a team since 1999. And since then, you know what's so crazy? The Titans, the Cowboys, and the 49ers have the same exact Super Bowl rings from 1999 up to now, which is 0. So there's nothing you can tell me. And guess what? Even we got some. And yeah, in the 90s. You know what? It's the only people that can brag to me about rings in the 90s is people my dad's age, my mom's age. They was there. People who are my age, you weren't there. All right, people who was around my age, even people who are 33. You was there, but you was little as fuck. You weren't really paying attention. You still was slobbering on yourself. Probably still had a diaper on. I'm just saying. I don't get mad about it. It just kind of like grinds my gears a little bit. Like, how 49ers fans is going to sit here and talk shit about Cowboys fans? Oh, you can't. Y'all talk about this all year. Y'all can't get. Guess what? Y'all get there and y'all lose. So what's the purpose of you talking shit? 49ers fans, you are in the same boat as the Cowboys. Haven't won since the 90s. You have no room to talk. You haven't won. Yeah, you got to the Super Bowl. And like I said, you lost. L. And now for the Cowboys fans, please don't sit here and say, see, thank you. Yeah, see, they think. Y'all still suck too. At least, and now here we go. Me basically contradicting myself. At least they got there. So y'all still can't say shit. But 49ers fans, you can't really say shit to Cowboys fans. But Cowboys fans, you can talk your shit to 49ers fans about when the last time you won. At least bring that up. I would say, if I was a Cowboys fan, I would say that. When's the last time y'all won? Well, we got there. But when's the last time you won? Matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken, I think the Cowboys was. Out of these two teams, the Cowboys got the most recent championship. I think they won in like 96, 95, and 49ers won in 95, 94, 1 or 2. If I'm not mistaken. Check me on that. Fact check me on that. But even then, 90s. Both of y'all, 90s. That's all I got to say. 90s. 49er fans, Cowboy fans, 90s. That's the last time y'all was relevant. 90s. But it is what it is, okay? Sticking into the NFC East, like I said, those rookies. Jackson Dart is ready to go. Jackson Dart looks great. Cam Scatterboo looks great. I feel so bad for Malik Neighbors. I feel very bad and very worse, though, for Russell Wilson. This is the most unfairest shit that can ever happen to an athlete. And it's not like I'm a Russell Wilson fan, But you brought Russell Wilson into New York to be the starter. Even when saying we're going to draft Jackson Dart is going to learn behind you. He's going to be playing behind you, and you're going to teach him the ropes. And the fact that Russell Wilson wasn't playing terrible. Excuse me. Russell Wilson wasn't playing terrible. But I can get how he wasn't playing maybe up to par. But it's the New York Giants. Who can play up to par in the New York Giants organization? Nobody. And you know what? My love for Jackson Dart and Cam Scatterboo, what I'm going to say, it doesn't affect them, and my love for Malik Neighbors as well. I pray and hope that the Giants lose like 5 to 7 of their next games. And I hope they have a terrible record, because I hope Brian Daboll gets fucking fired. I really do. Because right now, especially last night versus the Giants versus Eagles, you got saved because Jackson Dart and Cam Scatterboo look good. You got saved. You still not a good coach. You're not. Now, the thing with Saquon, that's kind of the coach and organization thing. But if you're a head coach, you can vouch for whatever player you want. And you didn't vouch for Saquon. Went on, win a championship. You basically sat there and said Daniel Jones was the problem without saying Daniel Jones was the problem. But you said it out loud. Daniel Jones is on the Indianapolis Colts, who are 4-1, who are one of the best teams in the league. But Daniel Jones is the problem in New York. Was he? The real problem, I think, is the head coach and Brian Daboll. I don't like him. I don't think he really deserves the credit that he's getting right now, because you had the talent and you had these players. You made it to one postseason. You vouched for Daniel Jones getting paid before Saquon. You didn't speak up when Saquon was about to get on the chop. You didn't vouch for nobody, and you're just a bad coach at that. And then the way you doing Russell Wilson this year, what was the purpose of even saying Russell Wilson was going to be the starter? You knew you wanted Jackson Dart. You should have put Jackson Dart, or you should have told him we got to get Russell Wilson out of here because he's not going to play if Jackson Dart is here. You should have did that, but you didn't. And then you making Russell Wilson look like, you made him look like a damn fool last night by when Jackson Dart gets hurt and Russell Wilson go in there. You going in the medical tent seeing if he can come out, and you this and that, and you're yelling at people. You are a bad coach, bro. You don't do that. You definitely don't do that. It's a veteran in Russell Wilson, Super Bowl champion. Led the league in passing yards, maybe once, but still. Top 5 passing yard leader. Multiple times. One of the best deep ball throwers ever to play our game. Passionate dude. Great dude. And you over here, last night, you made him look like a fucking ass. Brian Daboll, I hope you get fired, bro. I hope y'all lose 7 what. And I hate doing this because I don't just hate people, and I hate talking shit about people because I'm not in that position. Okay, I'm not a football player anymore. I'm not a head coach. I don't know the first thing about meetings and all this and game planning. I don't know that shit. That's why he's at that job. But he sucks at it. He sucks. Brian Daboll is getting saved because these 2 rookies are playing their ass off. Malik Neighbors played his ass off. That's why you look good. You got a nice defensive front, and they should. You got probably one of the best defensive fronts in the league in the Giants, and all of them should be top 10, top 5 in sacks, top 10, top 5s in tackles, TFL, tackle for loss. They should be top 5, top 10 in all those categories, and only I think just Burns is the only one. You can't scheme right. You can't do anything right, and the way you made Russell Wilson look, because you want to look like a jackass, and I'm going to check on Jackson Dart and this and that. Fuck you, dog. I hope Brian Daboll gets fired. I hope he does. And I'm not even a Giants fan. It's just the way you did Russell Wilson was so dirty. Now, Russell Wilson is not the spring chicken he used to be, but you got me fucked up to think Russell Wilson can't play in this league. You got me fucked up to think he can't play in this league. At least for another 2 years. And you go do that to him, man. If I was Russell Wilson, I wouldn't report to shit. I would got to because you get fined. But I wouldn't do shit. Nothing extra. Matter of fact, next time Jackson Dart, if something happens to him, God forbid, I hope Jackson Dart is healthy and plays every game and doesn't get hurt. But if something happens, he gets hurt again. If I'm Russel Wilson, put Jameis Winston out there. Don't even look at me. No, don't come calling for my help when he's down after you basically just make a fool out of me. Brian Daboll, I hope you get fired. That's just what I think about it. All the Giants fans, you can say what you want. It's actually some Giants fans that wish he was still fired. Don't shoot the messenger. All right. We're going to call a couple of games. Okay, we got college first. College. Call a couple of games. Okay, Saturday. We're going to start off the day by Ohio State, the Buckeyes, 5-0, traveling to Illinois to play the Fighting Illini. Okay, that game is going to be the afternoon game, or the noon game, noon on Eastern, 11 a.m. Central. Illinois looked good. I'm not going to lie. I remember the game that I watched them that they lost. I forgot who they lost to, though. But I remember watching them lose that game. But if Illinois can come in, be poised, and they're in Illinois, if they can come in and be poised, okay, I don't want to say I'm hating, because anybody who knows me best, Oregon fan. Ohio State, I can't stand them. Ohio State definitely favorite to win this game by 14 points. Well, 15 points, sorry. They're the better team. For some reason, I think I'm smelling and I'm feeling the upset. I'm feeling the upset from Illinois to Ohio State. Fuck it. Upset. Illinois will beat Ohio State at the 11 o'clock game. We're going to see how that plays out. Okay. Another good game is going to be the Alabama Crimson Tide, ranked number 8, goes to Missouri and plays the Missouri Tigers in Missouri. It's crazy that Alabama's 4-1, Missouri's 5-0, but Missouri's ranked 14th and Alabama's ranked 8th. Alabama is on a roll right now. I got them actually going to Missouri and beating Missouri in Missouri. So Alabama will beat Missouri in Missouri. I think that's how that game is going to play out. And that's an early game too as well. Okay. It is time for the State Fair. If anybody in Texas, you know the State Fair is happening. And along with the State Fair, we got the one of the best games ever that's played in college football. Every year, everybody tunes in. Oklahoma is going to be playing the Texas Longhorns in Dallas. Okay. We all know that's the Red River rivalry, right? We know that gets grimy. Some of the best quarterbacks shine in that game, right? Remember Spencer Rattler was playing so horrible, and Caleb Williams came in and dominated. Yeah, Texas fans, y'all don't want to hear that. I know. What if it's the same thing? What if Arch Manning, the one who we looking like, I don't think he's going to be it. What if he comes into this game and dominates Oklahoma? What if? Does that, hold on. Okay, never mind. Boy, I thought that said they was okay, I'm tripping. But Oklahoma is the favorite. I need Texas to come on, man. Texas, I need y'all to pull this dub. Okay, I need my dad happy for 1 week, please. Okay, Texas is going to go to Dallas and they're going to beat up on Oklahoma in the Red River rivalry. Okay, not beat up, but they're going to win that game. Okay. A good ranked game. My Oregon Ducks. The Indiana Hoosiers travel all the way to Oregon. That's tough traveling across the country like that. Indiana Hoosiers travel to Oregon to play the Oregon Ducks. Both teams are 5-0. Both teams are ranked in the top 10. Of course, y'all already know who I'm rolling with. My dogs. Oregon Ducks is definitely going to pull out this game. But it's going to be a good game to watch. For sure. Okay. And then, then for the night game, we got Georgia traveling to Auburn to play the Auburn Tigers. Georgia is a 5 point favorite. I don't see how Georgia loses this game. I think Georgia is going to, even in Auburn, they're going to go in and win this game. Georgia is going to win this game. Kansas Jayhawks travels to Lubbock to play the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Texas Tech is actually a 14-point favorite. Shout out to Texas Tech. One of my homeboys went there when he was playing college ball. So I've kind of kept up with Texas Tech ever since he left. But I'm going to say this. That quarterback in Kansas has been nice for a long time. Kansas for the upset at Texas Tech in Texas Tech. Throw them tortillas this time. Let's see how that goes out. All right. We got some, now we're going to go to the NFL. Oops, hold on, sorry. We're going to go to the NFL. If it'll pull up for me. There we go. All right. We got quite a few games. Quite some good, some bad. We're gonna try to scope out the good ones though. Okay. Just because y'all already know my team behind me. Battle of the 1-4s. We got Tennessee Titans traveling to Las Vegas to play the Raiders. I did not know the Raiders were 1-4. I thought they won 2 games, but 1-4 for both of them. One of these shitty teams is going to win, and we got to figure it out. Shout out to my uncle, big time Raiders fan. Shout out to my coworker Justin. He's a big time Raiders fan. One of my other coworkers, Kyle. He's a big Raiders fan. I know a couple of Raiders fans, but guess what? It's hate week. It's been hate week. Titans. We got a little momentum having that win last week. Can we go into Vegas and get another one? Can we squeeze out another? Fuck it, let's go. Titans will beat the Raiders in Vegas. I think this is the first time I picked the Titans to win a game all year. This is crazy. That's wild. All right, Battle of the 1-4s. Now we flip those numbers around. Battle of the 4-1s. We got San Francisco traveling down to Tampa Bay to play the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Mac Jones is going to be starting this game. It's just been ruled not too long ago. Brock Purdy is going to be missing this game again. So we're going to have Mac Jones on the 49ers and Baker Mayfield and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the red hot Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They have been good this year. All right. I'm going to say, you know what? I got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers squeezing out this game. Yeah, I'm going with Tampa Bay squeezing out this game versus the 49ers. Mac Jones still looking good, though, with them. Okay, for the night game on Sunday night, we got a treat of a game. Detroit Lions play the Kansas City Chiefs Sunday night in Kansas City. Kansas City always be hosting the most important games, and that's what be crazy to me. Because I could have sworn last time the Chiefs and the Lions played, it was in Kansas City too. But anyway, Detroit travels to Kansas City to play the Kansas City Chiefs. Detroit is 4-1. Kansas City is 2-3. Kansas City needs a dub. Kansas City needs a dub, and I mean today. I got Kansas City, I guess you would say, pulling out the upset in this game, even though it's not an upset. But I got Kansas City for the minor upset over the Detroit Lions. All right, now we got 2 Monday night football games, okay? And for your 2 Monday night games, the first one is going to be Buffalo traveling to Atlanta to play the Atlanta Falcons. Common sense, of course, Buffalo is going to go into Atlanta and win that game. But I said it last week. It was common sense they were supposed to beat the Patriots, and the Patriots came in heads high and won. Buffalo should win this game, of course. But I'm going, since it's going to be in Atlanta, I'm going party at Magic City at around midnight because Atlanta Falcons is going to upset the Buffalo Bills in Atlanta on Monday Night Football at the party at Magic City. I'm not going to be there, but somebody send me a video. Okay, for the second game on Monday night, we got the Chicago Bears traveling to Washington to play the Commanders. Okay, everybody knows, well, everybody who knows me knows how I feel about the Bears. I'm not big on them at all. I think Caleb Williams is slightly overrated for a number 1 overall pick. Now, Cam Ward is starting to trend that he might be overhyped, but still, he still got plenty of season left this year. So, till then, Washington will beat Chicago again. Maybe not a Hail Mary. Yo, what if Washington beats Chicago on another Hail Mary? Wow. That would suck. I would be so mad. All right. And then here we go. And then next Thursday, we got Pittsburgh traveling to Cincinnati to play the Bengals. Okay. It kind of depends on how this week go, but I'm pretty sure that Cincinnati might lose and Pittsburgh I think they're on the bye week if I'm not mistaken. What Joe Flacco now? I got Aaron Rodgers. Old man versus old man. Aaron Rodgers versus Joe Flacco. Okay. And I got Aaron Rodgers pulling out that game for the Pittsburgh Steelers next Thursday. Okay. All right. Those are my games that I'm calling. Those are the ones I think that's going to happen in these upcoming weeks. Right. And it is that. Now, one thing I will do, if I can. Hold on. Let me see. Can I look it up? Uh-oh. See, this is why you got to be prepared, ladies and gentlemen. Your boy wasn't prepared, at least for this one. And it'd be different. I hate that when I look up stuff on my phone versus on my on my laptop. It's so much different. Okay. Tomorrow, not tomorrow. Well, yeah, tomorrow night. God damn, man. Time be moving on my ass. Tomorrow night, Saturday. We got UFC fight night, okay? Only reason I'm going to I usually do the main UFC events, but tomorrow is kind of special because we have Charles Oliveira fighting tomorrow night on Saturday night. We got quite a bit of a card actually going on the whole night, but yeah. Oops. Hold up, wait a minute. It started tripping on me. Stick with me. Okay, so Charles Oliveira, he fights against Matuz Germar. Okay, I'm not even going to attempt to say that again. But everybody knows Charles Oliveira is fighting. The last fight that I seen Charles Oliveira fight, he got put to sleep. So this is a good kind of bounce back revenge fight for him. I got him pulling out this fight. A couple of more fights that's happening in here. We got Ricardo Ramos versus Ken Offley. Okay. These names are crazy. Okay, but all these fights that's going on is going to be just a slight fight night on Saturday night. It's also a boxing match on Saturday night. So, if you guys are going to go watch these fights, please be careful. Please be safe. If you go to the bar, you go to a friend's house, and you're going to be drinking, call an Uber, call your mom, call your dad, call your brother, call your cousin. Call anybody if you're too drunk to drive, because I guarantee you they'd rather you be safe, even though they're mad that you call them out of their sleep. They'd rather you be safe and sound in your house rather than on the news or getting that phone call in the morning saying that you were pronounced dead at a crash scene because you wanted to drink and drive. Do not drink and drive. Stay alive. Okay. All right. Y'all already know who I am. I'm Zay for life, and thank you for tuning in to another episode of Ta1k Podcast. Until next time, peeps. I love y'all. Y'all be good. I'm Zay for life, and I am out.